So next we have coming up Sonoma Beverage Works, makers of Sonoma Hard Cider, and we have Dave Cordes coming to represent them.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, thanks for letting a cider geek join the club. Appreciate it. We are joining an exciting market in the hard cider category. It's sort of where craft brew was maybe 25 years ago. Small base, maybe $300-400 million, but 2012, I think it grew something like 75 to 80%. So rapidly moving, and I've been part of this team that we brought together. A good friend of mine, Fred Einstein, out of Chicago, has been selling craft brews and imported spirits and so forth all his life. And I have been a winemaker for 20 years. Prior to this, I was a cider maker for one of the leading brands of cider in the United States before we started this company. And my son has worked with me since he was 14 in operations and production. So we have probably over 100 years of experience in the beverage business coming together with our team. The package was designed by a group called the Sandstrom Partners up in Portland, and they did things like the session ales for Full Sail, Tazo tea, Bullet bourbon, Aviation gin, some really, really cool packages, and so we wanted to make sure that our package stood out on the shelf and was unique. Our bottle is a custom mold. It has our name embossed into the bottle. It even says thank you embossed in the bottom. So little touch that helps us stand out. I believe that the main thing is that the flavor profiles are all unique. They're drier than the mainstream hard ciders that are out there right now, and we did that intentionally. I drew on my 20 years of experience as a winemaker to create interesting flavor profiles, which I think is the unique quality that we bring to the table. The one that you're drinking today is a bourbon cider, which is made from a proprietary vacuum distilled high proof flavor that we add back to the hard cider base. So we really like it. We patterned it after the Bullet bourbon, which we particularly enjoy. So didn't really mention it up front, but our entire line of hard ciders are organically certified, as it's stated on the label, and they're also gluten-free, as all hard ciders are. We're launching as a national brand in 8 markets, Northern California, Portland, Oregon, and some Midwestern states that my partner, who's out of Chicago, has worked in and has relationships in. We have our own production facility, which we built. We incorporated in March, started raising money, and started our production facility, building out our production facility in June, and we just started bottling about 2 weeks ago. So we've just closed our first round of funding, so we're funded, and we're ready to go after to build a national brand, but positioned at the premium end.
All right, great. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Judges, 2 minutes for some comments and questions. I know some of you guys have some experience in the cider category. Brady, you have something to say?
Yeah, I mean, just curious, why the 4-packs, and then what's the price point on 4-packs?
Well, 4-packs, it's about 70% 4-packs. So, if you're going to build a national brand, you better be in 4-packs or a 6-pack. We felt 4-pack was more appropriate because we're able to hit a better price point, which is $8.99 on the 4-pack. I think that's a real value in the marketplace. There are a lot of hard ciders that are at that price and don't bring the organic factor to the table.
Tom, you think you can sell this at O'Brien's?
Well, the bourbon flavor is certainly interesting, but for us, it's probably not what I think the people that buy cider at our place are necessarily expecting, with that bourbon flavor in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought the bourbon flavoring was really pronounced. I think one of the key elements of this premium concept, especially with you see all the bourbon barrel-aged craft beers, is that they are just that. They're aged on wood or whatever. And it's sort of a sense of pride, I think, for a lot of craft beer makers that they don't have natural flavorings or stuff. So I think conveying that message that you vacuum distill it and you do all this cool stuff would be great to add to the message that, hey, we're distilling this and we're adding this back to the cider to give it that bourbon flavor.
Yeah, it's in the message on our website and through our social media and our outreach from our marketing company and so forth. So I agree with you. I think that's important. I wish I could put more information on the label, but unfortunately, hard cider has to have a lot of health warnings and all kinds of things that we have to put on the back, so ingredients and so forth.
All right,
But,
great.
we have the two other flavors are pear and apple, and so we're a little more mainstream with that.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you, David.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Again,
guys.
that's Sonoma Cider.